Hi there, I'm one of the top rated Airtable expert and I would like to quickly demonstrate you what kind of projects I have did with different businesses as well as the value I added using my automation skills within Airtable as well as integrating that with third-party applications using the no-code local platform like Make.com, Zapier or Python-based or Java-based scripting and coding. So let's dive in quickly. So first of all, I'll quickly demonstrate you this project and the task tracker board I established for one of the company and they are into IT and technology projects. So all the tasks are being tracked on Airtable, and along with that, there is a complete project management tracking also happening. So for each of the project, there are multiple tasks are being looked up from the particular project on the task side. So management can get the complete information what type of technologies are being used on each of the project as well. Secondly, this type of dashboards are created. So at a glance, you can see almost anything on the Airtable interfaces. So how many tasks are open completed on a day basis as well as on the client basis, what things are going on. Along with that, I also established many Airtable inbuilt workflows. So over here, you can see like we can establish any trigger based upon a form submission or based upon a record update or created or something. And then this can follow through a subsequent steps within Airtable or native integrations being followed. Now, this was part one. Secondly, I established project like TikTok Trend Finder. So here, scrapping all the information from TikTok. This is the business plan Airtable. So here, there is a Canada-based client who wanted to create a 40-page long complete business plan for his clients, and I established complete Airtable-based automation here. So this automation takes the entire thing into Make.com scenario, and based upon that Make.com scenario, input goes to ChatGPT 4.0, and then finally it comes back to Airtable for a complete proposal creation. Similar way, different type of schedules and the views are also being created for ideation, different workflows, YouTube posting, the content creation, so on. And here you can see this is completely for the smart lead data capturing. So how smart leads are performing on each day for each of the client on different campaigns. Now, along with these setups, I also extensively worked on Airtable APIs. So here you see this entire scenario is created using Make.com. This can be done also on Zapier or Python or JavaScript. And this Make.com scenario is starting from Airtable, one of the trigger, and it is getting a record. Then Eventbrite is one of the event scheduling platform on a mass scale. So this entire Eventbrite scenario is dependent upon Airtable based inputs. So this scenario follows this particular sequence. Then here I used Airtable APIs, so directly inside make.com to work with the bases. And this entire string, the entire JSON structure is getting into Airtable. So these kind of different API calls or maybe different type of XML or JSON links can also be inserted. So Airtable has almost endless capabilities when we are working with its APIs. Now, this is SERP API searching for a couple of things from Airtable, then putting it into Google, putting into GPT, into WordPress, and finally updating status on Airtable. Then this is one of the scenarios starting from close CRM, and close CRM things are getting into Airtable on an instant basis. So the scenario was almost live at this point. So again, this is one of the GPT stuff. So when some emails are coming in, this is a mail hook module. So when any email comes in, it's evaluate and then store it based upon the GPT response to different Airtables. This scenario is again starting from Android-based push notification, which goes into Airtable. Furthermore, works with Google Drive, Sheets, and so many other things. This is again scenario with Epify. This is for one of the Upwork lead management. Here you can see this is coming from Smartleads. So Airtable is, so this scenario is actually starting out from Airtable, getting data from Smartlead APIs for the day level campaigns analytics, and then storing back into Airtable. Similarly, another scenario where I'm using Stripe with Airtable. So based upon the webhook responses, the Stripe scenario get triggered. So this is another scenario about BigCommerce. So getting out all the data from BigCommerce into Airtable with the images. Another one for GoHighLevel connectors. Here we are getting Calendly appointments being into Airtable plus creating a Webflow item. Similar to here, a couple of API calls are being used with Airtable. And this is a content generation plan for social media marketing teams. And finally, this kind of stuff where I'm creating a video content right from Airtable into GPT and podcast things. And finally, this one is the longest one where I used Airtable along with ChatGPT to create a 40-page long business plan. So yeah, these kind of capabilities I possess and I would like to contribute to your business. So as the next step, I would love to jump on a call with you to understand what is your project requirement, what integrations and automation you're looking for, and how I can add value to your overall project success. So let's jump on a call, explore the endless possibilities of Airtable and the automation world. So thank you very much. Would love to hear from you. Good day. Bye.